Well, it's Halloween, so this is very appropriate. Coming face to face with a ghost will be most people's idea of a nightmare. But for paranormal investigators Anne and Renata, it's all in a day's work. In fact, they've made a 20-year career out of it.
They've travelled the world, sleeping in haunted hotels and visiting eerie jail cells, capturing unexplained phenomena along the way, using highly specialised gadgets. It's fascinating stuff, no matter what you believe, as they bridge the gap between the dead and the living. And paranormal investigators Anne Rekovich and Renata Daniel join us now at Brekkie Central. A very good morning to you both.
Good morning.
And a good morning to the creepy creatures you've brought along here, as they are decidedly frightening. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do, and I guess what made you so fascinated with the dead.
Well, for me, it's been a lifelong journey. So coming to this point, it just means that any education that we have had, we can now pass on, and we can also help and assist people who believe that they have an experience that they can't explain.
OK, these objects that are in the front here, you called them trigger objects. Yeah. What does that mean, Anne?
OK, so this one here is Gertie. They're dolls and teddies that you'd put in a location that may have children from a time gone past, and if they are not familiar with this sort of stuff, which might scare them, this is something they would come to, they'd be drawn to.
Wouldn't that scare them?
The spirits would be drawn to Gertie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Gertie frighten them?
I'd run a mile from Gertie if I were a spirit, just quietly. What about the other stuff you've got there? What are those devices?
We've got proximity sensors, so if something comes near that will alarm around that bubble there, the antenna.
Could you hold those up for us?
Yeah,
just
sure.
What if a spirit comes near it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
any change in the environment.
So do you two sense when a spirit is near?
This one more than me.
I tend to, yeah.
And what do you get?
Sorry, there's a ghost.
Does that mean there's a ghost?
There's a ghost in Brekkie Central?
Have we got a ghost at Brekkie Central?
Really?
Absolutely, yes.
EMF field.
Really? Is it a male or a female ghost?
Put the antenna back up. Let's see if it's still...
Oh, it's still going. It's still ticking away.
Wow.
Marianne's only having 1 week off.
Don't scare them.
A lot of electromagnetic fields around here, so that could probably be setting that one
It's
off.
either that or let's go with the ghost theory.
we'll go with the
Much
ghost.
That's
more
better.
interesting.
You've visited some really interesting parts of the world.
We have.
Who's going
I'm
off?
just going to turn that off.
What are some of the most haunted parts of the world that you've visited?
We've been to Ireland, we've been to England, been to Wales, been to Romania, which was quite interesting. We followed the trail of Dracula.
It
wow.
feels very ghosty, Romania.
Now,
It is.
If people sense that that their house might be haunted or that they're around a ghost, what should they do? Because you say just really try not to be frightened of them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so what do you do?
Being frightened of it just heightens all the activity. So first of all, try and find someone who will give you some sensible advice about what to do and what not to do. Often things can be sorted out very, very quickly over the phone with one phone call, and it's just about literally telling people that, we can deal with this, everything's fine, you're not going crazy, and give them some sensible advice.
But Anne, even to have a conversation with the ghosts is something that you encourage, like to...
Absolutely.
If they're in your home, don't be afraid of them, just have a chat to
Yeah,
them.
talk to them as if they're another person and just say, look, guys, you're scaring us. Could you please back off? Give us a little bit of space. We recognise you are here, but please keep away.
We've only got meal for 5 tonight. We don't have room. If people do think that they might have a ghost, can they get in contact with you?
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
They can find us on the Anne and Renata on Facebook and on Instagram and now on TikTok.
Yeah, okay. Anne and Renata, I'd like to see you both on TikTok. Thank you both very
worries.
much.
Promise
really
me you'll take
appreciate
Gertie with you when you leave.
We will.
No,
Now, we
freaking
also
me
have
out.
a podcast that is
launched
launching today.
Okay.
It's called True Hauntings.
True Hauntings.
And it's on iTunes and Spotify.
Okay, perfect on Halloween.
Congratulations.
Thank you both.
Good timing.